What's going on YouTube? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to the Daily Grind Trader. Today's video, I've got some Ravencoin news specifically around mining, a Ravencoin price analysis, and a Bitcoin price analysis. If you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, throw me a comment, all that good stuff. It all helps. And this grind to 1,000 subs is almost over. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I simply share my analysis, and you know that you manage your own money, you manage your own risk. All that out of the way, let's hop into the first part of the news, Ravencoin mining. And what I want to talk about is mining difficulty. If you're not familiar with mining, the difficulty is adjusted based on how many miners are mining a particular coin, because the amount of time per block needs to stay relatively the same. Ravencoin is 1 minute per block, and initially it was 5,000 Ravencoin distributed per block. After January 11th, it got halved to 2,500 per block. And now what I believe happened is that people who use NiceHash, different miners that will change the algorithm that you mine on depending on what is most profitable, have pulled off of Ravencoin because the perceived value is no longer there because the mining reward got cut in half. With that being said, you can see that we've got a big dip in difficulty, which means that if you were mining with a single card or even like an 8-card rig, whatever you might have, you would still be getting nearly the same amount of Ravencoin per hash rate as you would prior to the halving, because the difficulty has dropped down so much lower. Now, there will still be a noticeable amount of drop, just because it's not quite a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not quite half. It's probably dropped by about a third, and the reward is cut in half. So while you will still notice some loss, this might be the best time to get into mine Ravencoin, to still be getting a substantial amount of Ravencoin before the price value goes up, and then the miners on NiceHash and stuff start to pick Ravencoin back up, and the difficulty goes back through the roof. Because if Ravencoin does go up to 15, 20, 25, 30 cents, the value, the profitability will be there, having or not. The profitability will be there, and the programs, the software like NiceHash will pick it back up and start putting all the miners back on Ravencoin. So I want to get that out of the way. If you're a miner, or if you even just have a gaming computer that you can mine on, I've got a how to mine Ravencoin video. Through a link in the description, and through a little window up top here to show you how to mine Ravencoin. But I just wanted to get that out of the way. This might be one of the best times to get in to do it, with the network difficulty being down. So we're going to take a look at the market real quick. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. And I don't know if you guys can see or notice, but my candles look a little bit different because I am working with a new indicator that actually color codes the candles based on the amount of volume per candle. So we're on a 4-hour chart right now, and you can see like the really deep dark reds are high sell pressure, high volume sell candles. The really deep dark greens are really high volume buy candles. The orange was a weak sell, and these light blue color ones are really weak buys. So you can see we had a really weak buy here, and it was preceded by selling pressure. And we currently have a very weak buy right now, but this weak buy, I believe, is only because the current U.S. markets for the SPX and the NASDAQ, all that stuff, the stock market is closed. It closed down a lot, and that was a sell pressure here. I think if this doesn't pick up more volume, then tomorrow morning when the markets open back up, if they are down, Bitcoin will fall. Bitcoin's price will fall because there's not enough volume right now to hold this price increase. I think sell pressure will pick up, and the volume will be in selling volume, and this price will fall. That's currently what I'm thinking, and I'm also looking like we are in a bear flag. You know, we had to come down here. This was our flagpole, and now we're getting some kind of a weak upward momentum. And I think the best case scenario that we could get is, for the best bullish scenario, I should say, would be to get a double bottom, for this to sell back down, double bottom, and then get some actual real pressure building back up. So I'm going to go to the daily real quick to show you on the daily candles what I mean. Right here, hard sell pressure, and then we had a bearish engulfing here. Yesterday's candle was a bearish engulfing candle, so I wouldn't be surprised. And this is another one. Today's candle is really weak volume, like I was talking about, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a tap again at 39.6 or 40K, somewhere in this area, and then a lift off out. It would look a lot like it did back in the summer, and we had a bottom out here. This was our 30K or 29. Let's actually get down to 28K, but this was our absolute bottom, and then the double bottom here right at the support line. And then we had big buying pressure. You see this really dark green candle. This was a high volume candle, almost 8% buy. And then we had some decent volume. Then we had another high volume day at 5%, and then another 5% candle. But we had a whole bunch of like 5 or 6% candles, not all back to back to back, but you know, 8%, kind of a doji, 4%, and then a 5 here, a 6, and another 6 or another 5.5. This isn't that move. Like this move here, these two green days, not that move. That's not a breakout move. 2.2%, 2.7%, followed by a bearish engulfing candle. Not a breakout move. More likely than not to see a retest of 40K. Now this retest, if it holds, good chance for a breakout for bullish momentum. If it doesn't hold, if it breaks 39.6, comes out and retests, and then fails the retest, looking at 30K. Now we're looking at totally bearish market, which I think is more likely than bullish right now, because the SPX, the actual stock market, is looking like that could go more bearish and bullish. But we shall see. We got to be prepared for both. Now, when you go into Ravencoin with that, Ravencoin on the daily has been holding the 200 moving average pretty well. And this is the smooth moving average. It's been holding the 200 pretty well here for the past 1, 2, broke down, came right back up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So 7 days been hovering all right around that 200 smooth moving average. We go in the 4 hour, and again, it's hard not to look at this and see the potential for a bear flag, or just a breakdown out of this rising channel. We've got our flagpole coming down, and now we've got an up and down here, and I would expect a break downward. But again, it's going to be based on the market itself. It's going to be based on Bitcoin and the stock market. But I think we'll have a downward break, and we retest to 7.8 cents. I wish I could say anything with more certainty, but with the indecision with Bitcoin right now, it's hard to say with any certainty that any alt is going to do anything, where the potential is for Bitcoin to either break back bullish or go totally bearish, and the market will follow. Everything in the market will follow if it makes a decisive break. So with that being said, I mean, you guys can see there's some weak buying volume here, and this 4 hour candle it'd be a bullish candle for the 4 hour, but for the daily, I think the selling pressure is going to eventually take over. I think we bottom out here. So guys, with that being said, that's the video for today. I don't know exactly what we're going to see, but I would not be surprised to either A, hang around this area for a little bit longer, hang around between 9 to 10.5, say between 9.5 and 10.5 cents, to hang in this area for a little bit, or to dump all the way down towards the 8-cent range. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, until next time, peace.